Greek philosopher Plato said, "Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything." So why are people trying to cut music programs from our students' curriculum? You tell me. I'll tell you. Negative effects on children? Not really. But today I would like to share the importance of music, not just in our everyday lives, but the importance of music in the development of our brains at a young age and why it should be taught in our curriculum in our school systems. It's really important for children to learn music, and today I will share a few reasons why. Dr. John McDaniel of Merriam Music feels as though it's too expensive. Takes time, takes space. There's concerts. Who has time for that? And then we have to pay instructors. Weird. We have to pay instructors? We pay them for math and science and English, don't we? Also, it's said to distract us from our other academic schedules. You know, hinder us in our learning. Take trips. We take trips, don't we? You know, Envirothon, spelling bee, stuff of that nature. You have to make time for performances, and it's going to affect your study and your homework time. Also, it promotes competition. Does it? Rivalry between your peers, certain chairs or positions. Don't you always want to be the best? Don't you want to strive for excellence? Also, your instrument could be stolen. But I feel as though music is extremely important. Here is why. We have spent nearly 29 times more money on math and science than arts. But yet, did you mess it up? Oh, sorry. But yet, scores are still at an embarrassing low. All classes need space and instructors. They all deserve the same amount of pay. They're just as important as one another. Curriculums and supplies for every other class are not free. Envirothon, the spelling bee, science fairs, they all cost money. And you think it distracts you from your other academics? When it actually improves your academic scores. A 10-year study showed, with 25,000 students, that SAT scores in the verbal portion were 63 points higher, 44 points higher in math. So if you do that math, 40 to 60 points higher on a total of 800 in your SATs could be the difference between acceptance or rejection from college. Psychologists in science at the University of Toronto prove that weekly lessons with students in the grades 1 through 3 have an average IQ 3 points higher than students who are not able to partake in musical education. It also increases your memory and verbal information. Rhythm instruction, mathematical relations, according to Judson, say that music also helps with proportions, patterns, fractions, and ratios, all in which can be used in jobs such as architecture, engineering, math, gaming, and computer science. It also increases your listening abilities, your ability to concentrate, creativity, intuitions. Ability to work with a group provides great self-confidence and sensitivity towards others. It increases your language and your reasoning. It helps students to stay engaged in other classes. It builds your character and increases your abilities through self-confidence. It is also positive in cognitive skills and social skills. The repetition helps you recognize patterns. It helps to develop you emotionally. Teamwork, sympathizing towards others, coping with anxiety, stress, disabilities such as ADHD, developmental disabilities tend to lessen with the incorporation of music. It fine-tunes your auditory skills. You can detect meaningfulness in conversations. Emotional recognition in others is extremely important. It will teach you discipline, to set time aside, to practice, to learn, to challenge yourself, mastering the task. It will increase your coordination, hand and eye coordination that you really need in sports. It'll build your imagination, creates a positive attitude towards learning, and creates curiosity. It also challenges your risk-taking skills. It builds pride in yourself and builds self-confidence to make you feel more accomplished, proud, and it releases positive endorphins throughout your body. You can also read others' language development, decoding in one another's academic classes such as math and science, and your brain begins to work harder. According to the Doctor of Psychology at Boston College, Ellen Winter, Musicians versus non-musicians have much more neurological activity going on as you're using more of your brain. It improves your sound discrimination and it increases your fine motor skills. As far as competition goes, there's varsity and junior varsity. Of course you always want to strive to do your best. Same with the music. Success in the workplace. It teaches you teamwork, encouragement, and self-drive. Communication skills. If you have problems learning new music, it helps you to ask questions. Self-discipline. Do better. Help others. Creativity. Problem solving. Mediation. And stolen items. It teaches you responsibility, self-care, place your stuff in safe places, and use a lock. In conclusion, everything costs money. It's quite the opposite of a distraction. It teaches you teamwork, and people will steal, no matter what. What would it be without music? No radio, no dance, no movie soundtracks, no musicals, no concerts. Music, our universal language. You can feel it, get lost in it, learn from it, teach it. Create it, love it, or hate it. But one thing is for certain, without it, the silence would be deafening. One's intelligence would be lacking. Social skills would be poor. And life as we know it, what would life be? Music is love, creativity, hope, diversity, unique and important. So I ask you, how important is music?